Now, Guenther Steiner, the head of the Haas team, has chosen to postpone discussions about Mick Schumacher's future, which was supposed to take place over the summer break. Haas is being tough in contract talks because they think they are Schumacher's best chance of staying in Formula 1 for the 2023 season.
We were all very happy that the first points came. I think especially him, because there's so much pressure on the man, So, but the team was very happy about it, and also not only Mick was happy, also the team, because the team deserves it. They worked hard, points or no points. For them, it's the same job to be done, So I was very, very happy for the team to have the result.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll talk about Schumacher's situation with Haas, so stay until the end of the video to know it all. As concerns over Mick Schumacher's long-term future in Formula 1 grow, the summer is looking uncertain for him. According to reports in Germany, the son of 7-time winner Michael Schumacher may not have a driver's seat for 2023. The 23-year-old is in the second season of a 2-season deal and presently competes for the Haas F1 team. However, there are worries that the highly regarded driver, who was a former F2 champion in 2020, would even have to think about his retirement from the sport, at least in the near future. The American team's season last year was terrible, and the German driver failed to score a point. However, thanks to the regulatory modifications implemented at the start of this season, Haas has radically changed. After finishing 8th at the British Grand Prix to earn his maiden F1 points, Schumacher finished 6th in Austria to record his greatest performance. Guenther Steiner, the team owner, has previously criticised Mick Schumacher for a series of errors that resulted in almost £1 million worth of damage to his car. Due to budget restrictions set on F1 teams this year, Haas has been left to scrape together the money to just get the car on the track because of Schumacher's mishaps. The Haas team was involved in a driver controversy earlier this season when it fired its Russian driver Nikita Mazepin, but recent developments over the summer break suggest that the American racing team is now involved in another driver situation as a result of the Haas team principal Guenther Steiner's most recent remarks about Haas contract negotiations with its driver Mick Schumacher, which point to Formula 1 being without a German driver after the final 9 of the 20 races. Mick Schumacher's future with the team is completely under the authority of the Haas team, according to Guenther Steiner, team principal, following RTL's claim that Ferrari manager Matteo Binotto is not fully convinced by the German. Schumacher joined the Ferrari Driver Academy (FDA) in 2019 while he was in Formula 2 and has been a member of their system since following in the footsteps of his father and 7-time champion Michael. Now, Steiner declares that Ferrari won't be involved with a choice when it's made. "We never choose a driver before the summer break, and it won't this year either," he told Racer. "No, we don't have to wait to see what Ferrari says," he said. "Of course, I'll start talking to Gene Haas over the summer break, and then you'll know how we do it. You'll ask again at the next race in Europe, and then we'll let you know what we're doing sometime in late September or early October, and hopefully the same will happen this year." Due to a contract between Haas and Ferrari, one of their academy drivers must drive the car. However, Haas will choose which driver to use. Steiner joked, "I don't want to talk about our Ferrari relationship because otherwise they get mad. At the end of the day, I don't need to know the underlying story between Ferrari and Mick. I'm unable to stop him if he chooses to go somewhere else." Now, both the Alpine camp and the Haas racing team appear to have been upset by Sebastian Vettel's retirement announcement. The German driver, who has mentored Mick Schumacher of Haas, said after his retirement that he would prefer Mick to take his place in the Aston Martin team for the upcoming season because he first believed the company lacked a backup plan after his announcement. "I do have my opinion. I think very highly of Mick. I'm not entirely objective because I'm very close to him, but I do think he's a great driver and a learner. He keeps learning when others stall or stop making progress. He does have qualities, but he's also still very young. He doesn't have a lot of experience."
I consider myself his friend, and I'm happy to help a friend. So if there's small things I can help him with, because I've just seen it so many times over and over, like we were talking about the seat. It's not like you learn tricks, but it's just you have experience, and I'm happy to give him. He's a great kid, and I'm always happy to help.
The 4-time Formula 1 champion continued by saying that while he would prefer to see Mick in his position for the upcoming season, the choice is not totally in his control. "I won't hold back when asked for my opinion if requested, but ultimately the decision will be made by the team," stated Vettel. Given his friendship with Vettel and Aston Martin owner Lance Stroll, Mick Schumacher also did not rule out leaving Haas for Aston Martin to replace Vettel, responding, "Never say never," when asked if he was committed to Haas for the upcoming season or if he would prefer to switch the 7th best team on the grid to standing for the 9th best team on the grid. "We'll just have to wait and see. Once more, if there is something we feel like sharing, we'll do so when the time is appropriate," stated Schumacher. However, the son of Formula 1 icon Michael Schumacher was left with no other option than to re-evaluate his future with Haas, as the Aston Martin racing team swiftly secured Fernando Alonso to a multi-year contract to replace Sebastian Vettel for the 2023 season. The 23-year-old driver's sole feasible exit from Haas has been blocked, and the majority of teams on the grid prefer to hire an experienced driver over a rookie. Given these facts, the driver appears to be in a pickle. Furthermore, Haas will have little to no choice if he decides not to stay with Ferrari because of their agreement, which offered the member of the Ferrari Young Driver Academy a spot in the American racing team. However, during the 2022 Hungarian Grand Prix, Schumacher disclosed that he and Guenther Steiner were discussing a contract extension that would allow Schumacher to drive for Haas the following season. Talks are going on every day. Schumacher predicted that it would not only get more specific after or during the summer break. Steiner, who is renowned for his lack of restraint and harshness with his words, now appears to have opted to cease contract negotiations for the summer break as a result of the Aston Martin saga. He owns all the cards and seems to be the German driver's sole option given the Aston Martin news, but the Haas CEO claims he's not in a rush to negotiate a contract renewal with Mick. Guenther Steiner asserted that Ferrari has no influence in how their driver's contract extension would be handled and that he and Haas owner Gene Haas will make the decision. We need not to wait to hear what Ferrari has to say. We never choose the driver before the summer break, and we won't this year either. Naturally, I'll start talking to Gene over the summer break, and then you'll know how we work. You'll ask at the next event in Europe, and then we'll let you know what we're up to sometime in late September or early October.
He was there, he was mingling there in the midfield, so I think he got that confidence. He just needs the points to prove that it is doable.
Hopefully this year will go similarly. The connection between Mick and Steiner hasn't been great for a while, and Mick acknowledges that there has been conflict between them. Mick acknowledged early in the season, yes, there was friction, but that's normal. Steiner was getting more and more unhappy with his lack of points. We all want to win, and I believe that's a contributing factor to the dissatisfaction. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, also as athletes, you're always after that pressure, because that's really what's going to lighten that candle under the bum to really make it go quick, and I think it did in some ways. And
additionally, Schumacher's expensive crashes put Steiner in a difficult situation because before earning his first point at the 2022 British Grand Prix, Schumacher's repair costs exceeded the money generated from points, much to the dismay of Steiner and the Haas team, who were already constrained by the 2022 FIA regulation that forbade them from spending more than the budget cap. Mick crashed the Haas VF22 at both the 2022 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and the 2022 Monaco Grand Prix. The repair cost was estimated to be around $2 million. Much to Steiner's dismay, he hinted for the first time that he might not keep Mick if he doesn't improve. It's just not possible to continue like this, and he knows that. At the time of his crash at the 2022 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Haas was already $1 million over the repair budget for the 2022 season. However, Mick Schumacher has subsequently earned his first point in Formula 1 after placing 8th at the 2022 British Grand Prix, collecting 4 points following the accident at the 2022 Monaco Grand Prix. He scored 6 points by placing 6th in the subsequent race at the Spielberg circuit and added his second point. He also performed admirably at the Hungarian Grand Prix, but Haas strategists disallowed him from receiving credit. However, he's only been able to earn points twice in 34 starts, and Kevin Magnussen, who returned to Haas this season, has been the superior driver of the two, so it's unclear what the future holds for him with the American racing team. With that, we've come to an end. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Until next time.